Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another vlog. We just are about to leave Zenica, head to Travnik. We have 45 minutes to Travnik, so it's not too bad. Again, we're just stopping in Travnik for a few hours, then we're gonna head to Zenica. There's this famous restaurant called like Hari. Whoever goes to like Travnik, that's kind of the only place to go to because there isn't much, but there's like pretty decent history. So we'll take you guys through the journey with us. Unfortunately, we haven't really done our little gas station pit stops because weirdly enough, the gas stations in Bosnia and in Europe overall are just like lit. In America, you buy Snickers and you just get gas and you're out. Here they have like a coffee shop, people are just chilling. It's a vibe, feels like a full restaurant. And it's just nice because usually these coffee shops and like gas stations are located in the middle of like the highway. So it's usually just like mountains around you and it's beautiful. So maybe on the way to Zenica we'll actually stop just because everything has been like super short. It's been within like an hour, so there hasn't been a need. All right, we just made it to another very historic town. Obviously you guys already know, Travnik. I love this area because there's this spring and it's called Plave Vode, which means blue water. It's called Plave Vode just because the water is so clean and fresh that it looks blue. I'll actually walk you guys through it, but they have a whole bunch of coffee shops here. It's more of a touristy place versus a local place, but obviously locals come here as well. But there's a fort up there. Again, keep in mind, Bosnia is filled with forts. There's literally forts almost every hour of driving. So this water actually comes from top of the mountain. I don't know if you can hear me, it's super loud. But it's just crazy how much water is just gushing at all times. But it's super fresh, super clean. In that pond over there, they actually have trout, so it's fresh fish. During the summer, it's a little bit more active. There's a lot more restaurants open, and people are ordering trout. So they catch it there fresh, and then they serve it to you. And you guys can see how much trout there is. We call it pastamka in Bosnian. Have you guys ever tried it just on like a pan with some oil and garlic? That's my favorite thing here in Bosnia. So even though I love visiting the city, it's not a city I could ever see myself living in. It's very small. I think it's one of those cities where people just kind of pass through and kind of see the beauty of it and kind of move on. Obviously there's people that live here, like you guys will see like up on the mountain there's a lot of homes. Maybe the population is roughly 10 to 15,000, but this is also a very medieval city. So the Bosnian Kingdom did build the fortress that I showed you guys earlier. Right now we're gonna go to one of the most famous Cevapi place in Bosnia, Hari. I haven't been there personally. Usually I just check out Plave Vode and then we are on the road again. But the most recent like YouTube videos, they're all talking about it, so let's check out. Travnik is usually known for their cheese, their Cevapi not so much. So I don't have high hopes. Personally, I like the Sarajevo Cevapi the most. There's like different kinds. Like there's Sarajevo Cevapi, there's Banja Lučke, which is from Banja Luka. There's Travničke, and I think those are probably like the top ones. Personally, I know some people will hate me. I like the Sarajevo Cevapi the most. And in particular, I like Zeljo the most too. But there's Hari. You actually have to walk through it, and his restaurant's somewhere down there from what I saw. Hari Cevape, so let's check it out. Da možemo gdje god unutra, ali samo za dvoje. Šta ima? Ima ovdje gdje ljepše?
Imate ovdje, imate drugu, tamo imate.
Alright, Cevape, kajmak, look, yogurt. Let's do this. It's definitely different, right? It's like more white. I don't know what kind of meat mix they're using exactly. Alright, the Cevapi were good. I would give it maybe a 7 out of 10. To me, it was just too seasoned. So some people like it. For me, I still think Zeljo is better. I think they just over seasoned it. That's why it tastes maybe good or different. Travnik was the capital for the Ottoman viziers while they were ruling this area. That's why they did do a lot of building out, and that's why there was like a strong influence of the Ottoman Empire. But you can definitely sense the different feels in the different cities. Like Bosnia isn't that big, like Bosnia is pretty small. But every city has its own feel because it was influenced so greatly by the people that lived there. Depending on the city and depending on who did the most building and construction, that's where you'll see most of that dominance and that culture dominance. And that also impacts who lives there now, across those three different nations that live within Bosnia. This little Fabrica coffee. So as I'm recording, what I'm noticing is it's giving me those fake towns that were built throughout America, like Epcot or those places up north where it feels like it's authentic, but it's not. I can see where they got their inspiration. Maybe Travnik. But that's the thing I like about Europe, where it is authentic. Like a lot of the stuff that was built was authentic. Like this stuff is 700 years old, 500 years old, 100 years old, whatever it is. And it's not fake. I feel like everything in America is just like fake.
What do you guys say about this? Can I put it on and show them? You put it on. Look what I bought. You should do all your vlogs in this. Oh, it looks so cute.
I can't fit my small head. Well, I have a big head.
It's the opposite.
And that was your menu. Guava.
But no, it doesn't go all the way on your head. It just, yeah, like that's how it's supposed to go.
So it's sideways,
This looks
right?
really good. Looks nice with the teppich
I'm
behind
gonna wear
you.
this in Prieda.
You should.
They're gonna have a heart attack.
You're gonna fall
I'm
on
gonna
it.
just walk into Prieda like this. The nature is one thing that I truly love about Bosnia. I don't like how they don't preserve the nature. Before it was just like restaurants along the water. Now they're building this, I don't even know what it is, a hotel. And there's just like no rules and regulations when it comes to nature. That's why like a lot of the natural disasters, like the mudslides and the flooding, happens because people are cutting down trees. They're cutting out rock from the mountains, and they're just destroying the nature. And when you destroy the nature pays back. And a lot of lives were lost during the most recent flooding in Bosnia. And I think there's only like 2 parks that are protected in Bosnia, so hopefully they start protecting our parks more and our nature, because to me it's one of the top selling points in Bosnia. I think we have beautiful nature. People think about Switzerland and stuff like that, but to me this area is untouched, and that's what makes it more beautiful, because it's more natural. So if you guys are ever driving through Bosnia or Europe, I recommend using Waze, because it actually tells you when there's speed cameras. There's actually a lot of them throughout Bosnia, just because there aren't enough cops to just patrol the speed. So they have these speed cameras everywhere. But either way, we're leaving Travnik. We're on our way to Zenica. We have an hour drive. It's starting to warm up a little bit, and hopefully the roads are smooth. The things like throughout Bosnia, it's not like always highways. A lot of it is like 1-lane roads or 2-lane roads through the mountains and like villages. So hopefully there's no traffic. Hopefully there's no cow blocking the streets. But other than that, I'll see you guys in Zenica.